In this video are going to be my WrestleMania 43 match predictions now that SummerSlam is over. So I'm going to be predicting the top matches that I think will happen at the event and also who I think will win. So let's get into it. All right, so let's start with Liv Morgan, who defeated Io Sky at SummerSlam. I think that we are getting Liv Morgan versus Raquel Rodriguez versus Roxanne Perez in a triple threat match at WrestleMania 43. If you've been a follower of my channel, you know that I've been predicting this match for a while. I think that Roxanne and or Raquel are going to be turning on Liv over these next few months here, and that is going to lead to the triple threat match. So what I have it happening, I have Roxanne Perez winning the women's Money in the Bank contract. I have her cashing in and screwing over Liv, and then I have Raquel Rodriguez winning the Women's Royal Rumble match in 2027 and then earning a title match and then challenging both Roxanne and Liv. So it's a triple threat. So yeah, I'm going with Liv Morgan versus Roxanne Perez versus Raquel Rodriguez happening in WrestleMania 43. And as for the winner, I am going to go with Roxanne Perez winning that match. So that's my other guess. I've been guessing this triple threat match for a while now, and I'm sticking with it. All right, so up next I have Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's Championship. For me, this is a match that should happen at WrestleMania. I think we've seen them face off before and they have great chemistry and we know they can deliver great matches, but I think in a singles match, I think they deserve WrestleMania 43 as a stage, and I think this is probably the best match from an in-ring standpoint that WWE can do in the women's division, and I hope that WWE does it. I think they can kind of tell the story of the friendship and one of them can turn on the other, or they can do it as just a competitive, I challenge you for your title type of thing, whatever they want to do. But I think that we are going to get Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky at this event. And if it does happen, I will go with Io Sky winning the title from Rhea. All right, so up next, I have CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes happening at WrestleMania 43. So these two faced off at SummerSlam, and we saw CM Punk defeat Cody, but obviously there was some outside interference with Randy Orton showing up and the referee getting attacked and whatnot, and kind of the distraction. So it wasn't a clean victory for CM Punk. So that sets the table for a rematch between Punk and Cody. And I think WWE kind of rushed the Punk and Cody feud with kind of throwing it together for SummerSlam. I think there's lots of story they can tell and lots more like good promos that they could do between one another. So I think there's more on the bone there. And I think that they should kind of save that for a big event like WrestleMania. So obviously with the protected finish, they're leaving the door open for this to happen down the road. So I do think Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk happens at WrestleMania 43. And if it does happen, I will go with Cody Rhodes winning the title from CM Punk. All right, so up next we have Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. So Kevin Owens made his long-awaited return at SummerSlam in the Fatal 4-Way match. He ended up winning that Fatal 4-Way match with Gunther, Sami, and Finn Balor. So he is going to be facing off against CM Punk in the future for the title, but I don't think Owens is going to win the title from Punk. I do think that he's going to continue his storyline with Sami Zayn, just their long-term kind of friendship and rivalry. They might team together for a bit, but ultimately I see them facing off at WrestleMania 43, and this time I do see Sami Zayn winning. So I'm going with Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn in a singles match at WrestleMania 43, and I see Sami Zayn winning that match. In the main event, I'm going with Roman Reigns versus Obafemi. So Obafemi defeated Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam and in a Hell in a Cell match, and it's very clear that Obafemi is kind of being pushed to the moon by WWE, and they're kind of protecting him and giving him a bunch of big wins. So I definitely see him on a collision course with Roman Reigns, and yeah, it's like I did think this match could have happened at SummerSlam, but Oba ended up kind of not using his King of the Ring opportunity to face Roman. Instead, he ended up facing off against Brock. So now there's obviously story planted that they can kind of dive into in the next kind of few months and kind of set this match into motion for WrestleMania 43. Roman can kind of chirp Oba for just avoiding him and not wanting to face him. And Oba just says, I was waiting for the right time, or I'm coming for the title. So I think there's just lots of story there. And I think that WWE is eventually going to have Oba defeat Roman for the title. So that is where I see their direction going at WrestleMania 43. So I'm going to predict Roman Reigns versus Obafemi for the world title at WrestleMania 43. And I do think Obafemi wins the title there. So there you have it. Those are my early top match predictions for WrestleMania 43 after SummerSlam is over. We'll be updating this over the next few months, so please subscribe to this channel for more WWE predictions. And yeah, let me know your picks in the comment section. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of my picks. Thanks a lot.